Hey guys, welcome on into another episode of Picks on Net, NHL Picks and Predictions. I'm your host, Terry Edelman at TPicks on X, ready to break down today's slate. Do have to go at a little bit of a quick pace today and a few minutes late, so there we go. We will jump right into taking a look at the Frozen Frenzy recap. Unfortunately, it was a bad day for me here on the show, and the premium plays all went pretty much went well, so ended up being a pretty much an even day, but unfortunately on the show, most of my losers unfortunately were on the show, so I apologize. Malkin over half an assist lost. His point streak came to an end. Sebastian Aho, I didn't score, got an assist, so that was a bit frustrating. Jets money line looked like an easy winner. The Wild came back, tied it, and the Wild did put in a strong effort in this game. But as I expected, the Jets were just too much for the Wild, and they won in overtime. Finney did not get a point, unfortunately, for Detroit. The Blackhawks continue to own the Ottawa Senators, and the Winnipeg game, this game, these are games that are just proof of why past history stats in the NHL really do matter. They're a good portion of my handicapping when I look at sides is how the teams are doing now and how they've done against each other in the past, because even teams like this that face each other twice per year, the Blackhawks have dominated the Senators, and a big win here for Chicago. Utah jumped up to a 2-0 lead before Edmonton came storming back. The Oilers won there. Demidov did not get a point. I did add Montreal money line, which I said on the show I would be adding if Jakub Dobish was in net. So Demidov point didn't cash. Montreal money line did cash. And then celebrating anytime goal lost, but I did mention on the show I was adding his assist, which won. So overall, small losing day, under half a unit of a losing day overall on the Frozen Frenzy. But now we're going to quickly jump into the chat here and see what people are thinking. Let's see. Let's go, Terry. Finally caught alive. Nice to have you, Golfing Stars fan. I don't know why I cannot say your name. Hi, Terry. Great win for the Blue Jackets. Yes, it was a good win. Hello, sir. Mr. Isaacs. What's up, Terry? Smash like. Thank you, Richie. Everyone be like Richie. Golfing Stars fan, smash like as well. Appreciate that. Crazy. I had Tavares and Robertson. Anytime goals. Very good. Very good. Yesterday, I stayed off the NHL. For me, it was just baseball. Blue Jays plus 1.5. Probably shouldn't have taken the money line, but there we go. 1-0 day for me yesterday. You're doing great, Terry. We win more than we lose. There we go. That's what I like to hear. But we are going to jump into today's slate here. And yes, the Wild's hottest player right now is Marcus Johansson. I think that says a lot about how the Wild are doing right now, that he is the Wild's hottest player. But we will be discussing the Wild, don't worry, here in a little bit. But we'll start with the first game, Buffalo Sabres, Boston Bruins. The Sabres, minus 120, road favorites. The Bruins, plus 100, home dogs. And a total of 6.5 here in this game. Alex Lyon likely for the Buffalo Sabres. Jonas Korpisalo confirmed for Boston. Alex Lyon has the better numbers here, 3-4-1, 0.77 goals against average, 9.19 save percentage. He's done very well for Buffalo. Korpisalo, 2-3, 3.61 goals against average, and an 8.70 save percentage here. Previous meetings between these teams, Buffalo 3-1 in the last 4 meetings. 5 of the last 7 have gone under 5.5. However, if you look at these two teams right now, both teams are giving up a ton of goals and they're scoring a bunch of goals. So both teams heavily trending towards the over right now, but are trending towards the under in the past against each other. I do think we get goals here, but I don't want to take the over 6.5 in this spot. I am on Morgan Geekie anytime goal. Hopefully I'm not jumping on too late. He scored in 5 consecutive games Plus 210 for him to score here. But he's also had success against Buffalo, scoring in 4 of his last 6 games against the Sabres. So we'll take him plus 210 to score here in this one. Point props right now, the best value is on Buffalo point props. Ryan McLeod, his point prop is plus 133. He's done that 4 games in a row. Bowen Byram, 4 games in a row for a point for him, plus 187. Alex Tuck, minus 118. He's on that line with McLeod. There's value there. And then Josh Doan, who's also on that line, plus 110. Is probably going to start heating up on that line. Geeky, anytime goal, as I mentioned. Assist props, Pasternak, minus 135 for an assist. Not really much value there, and that's basically about it here in this game. Going to the chat. Subterranator. Hey, Sloth, how's it going? Let's go Wild. No. Let's go Pens. We'll be talking about that. Draw/Bees previously had Sabres and Reg, thinking Bees would start Swayman, but Elite Corpy in it. Okay. Don't anytime goal, geeky anytime goal. I like it, Richie. I like it. Buffalo money line. Let's go. Hey, Real Little Prime. How's it going? How's it going? Your Sabres aren't doing too bad. Slow start, but they're starting to heat up now. The Wild play very physical hockey, but don't have enough depth talent. Yeah, I suppose so. But we'll move on to our next game here, which is, of course, I won't be breaking down every game. The other games will be at the other games in the slate at the end of the show. But this one, Calgary plus 145, Ottawa minus 170, total of 6 here in this game. Goalies, Devin Cooley confirmed for Calgary, Linus Ullmark confirmed for Ottawa. Cooley, only 1 game. 0-1-0, 2.28 goals against average, 925 save percentage. So didn't actually play too bad in his one start. Ullmark, 4-4-1, 3.43 goals against average, 858 save percentage. The Senators continue to score goals, but continue to give up goals here in this one. Ottawa, 5-2 in the last 7 meetings between the teams. 2-2-1 to a total of 6, so 2 over, 2 under, 1 push. Not really any value there with the total. Ottawa 6-1 in the last 7 games between these two teams in Ottawa. I do think Ottawa is the right side, but at minus 170, I have no interest in them. Taking them by 2, I don't trust the goaltending enough for the Senators to win by 2. If anything, it would be Senators team total over. But Cooley did play pretty well in that one game. Ultimately, when it comes to side or total, nothing for me here. But we do have some players playing pretty well right now on streaks. On that top line for Calgary, Morgan Frost, 4 games in a row with a point. He's plus 115. You could parlay him with Nazem Kadri, who also has a point 3 games in a row. And then for the Senators, it's Batherson and Stützle, who you could parlay together. Stützle's on a 2-game goal streak, plus 201, and Batherson's on a 3-game assist streak, plus 120. Stützle also has a 3-game assist streak as well. So Stützle really heating up for the Senators right now. And that's basically about it. Point props as well. Jake Sanderson, a point 3 games in a row. He's minus 120. Huberdeau, 2 games in a row. He's minus 120 as well in this one. Sens puck line. All right. I could see it. They are the better team here, but we'll see if the goaltending can hold up. But really, you're facing Calgary, so should be able to stop them from scoring. But Islanders, Hurricanes, Islanders plus 185, road dogs here. The Canes minus 225, home favorites, and a total of 6.5. We've seen this total move up from a 6 to a 6.5, which makes a lot of sense. The Islanders have been an over machine. They have yet to have a game go under 5.5 this year. A lot of over 6.5s, a couple pushes at 6. And then the Hurricanes, they've been scoring as well recently. Now, looking at the goalie matchup here, Both backups are starting, which you might think, oh, that's great for the over. Well, Riddick 2-0-0, 2.0 goals against average, 939 save percentage. He's been the better goalie between Riddick and Sorokin. Brandon Bussey starting for Carolina. 2-1 with a 2.33 goals against average and a 911 save percentage. He has been the better goalie. But with Kochetkov coming back soon, and obviously Anderson healthy at the moment, Bussey could be on his way out with Kochetkov coming back soon. So Bussey's going to be motivated to play well here. Just the way the Islanders are playing right now, though, I would not dare take an under with the Islanders right now. Sebastian Aho, a 12-game point streak going back to last season. He can score, he can assist. I would just parlay his point prop with someone else. Matthew Barzal will not be playing because he was late to practice yesterday or something like that. So he is being benched, healthy scratched by Patrick Waugh for this game. Jackson Blake, 3 games in a row with a point. If I was betting a player prop here in this game, it would be Jackson Blake over half a point at minus 104. In this one, assist streaks, goal streaks, not too much in this game. There's not actually a lot of players on a lot of hot streaks in this game, despite both teams scoring. It's because it's kind of being spread out throughout the lineup. Stützle assist intrigues me. Yeah, I think it's a good look. Go Isles in overtime. Okay. Stank and Blake point combo plus 300. I like that. I think that's a good look. Canes by 1 million. I don't know if they win by 1 million, but they probably do win, yes. Stank over anytime goal plus 275. 2 goals in 3 games versus Isles, and he scored last game. I like it. But we'll move on to our next game. The Blackhawks and the Jets. The Blackhawks plus 200 road dogs. The Jets minus 245 home favorites, and a total of 6 here in this game. People that have watched the show the last week or so, if you didn't see the jerseys behind me, you might think I'm actually a Blackhawk fan instead of a Wild fan, because I've been backing the Hawks, but I've been fading the Wild. And really, when it comes to sports betting, fandom has to be put to the side, and that's exactly the case right now. When it comes to me betting the Hawks recently and fading the shit out of the Wild, which we'll talk about in the next game. But here in this one, the Hawks and the Jets, Winnipeg 11-0-1 in the last 12 meetings between these teams. It's been total dominance by the Winnipeg Jets. But this Blackhawks team is playing much, much better this year than in recent years. Can they slay the dragon here in this one? That's the main question. Looking at the total, 1 over, 7 unders, and 1 push for a total of 6 in the last 9 meetings. A lot of low-scoring games. 4 of the last 6 have gone to overtime. So even with Chicago being a bad team recently, we've seen them play close games with close, low-scoring games with the Jets. The Jets finding a way to finish out on top. Looking at this game, because goalies really matter in this game, and it looks like it's going to be Spencer Knight likely for the Hawks, Connor Hellebuck likely for the Winnipeg Jets. Under 6, I think under 6 is a good play, and I think the draw is a good play. I know these teams have gone to overtime recently. Can it continue? Well, I think it can, the way the Hawks are playing. So I'm sure the draw is at a big plus price. I would lean with the under 6 here. I think this is going to be a lower, close-scoring game like it has when these two teams have faced each other. Looking at props here. Bear with me for a second. I cannot seem to click right here. Ryan Donato, 0.45 games. He's plus 152. Frank Nazar, a point in 70% of games this year. He's plus 104, 3 of his last 5 overall. Goal props. Bedard has scored in back-to-back games. He's starting to heat up, starting to play pretty well. Donato, 4 of his last 5, plus 360. And Frank Nazar, 3 of his last 5, plus 290. And then assist props, Josh Morrissey, 3 games in a row with assist, 4 of his last 5, minus 115. I would look at his assist prop, but I think this is going to be a lower scoring game. So in order for me to take his assist prop, I would need to get plus money. And it's not, I know minus 115 kind of close, but not a play for me. In a game I think is lower scoring, I don't really want to get to too many props here. Aho over 1.5 points. Okay. Jonathan Taves, anytime goal, plus 355. Facing his former team. I like it. We'll see. We'll see what he can do against the Hawks tonight. Johansson, anytime goal. Kaprizov, anytime goal. Rossi assist, plus 1,000. Wow. And that's a perfect segue here into our next game. The Pittsburgh Penguins and the Minnesota Wild. The Penguins, plus 140, road dogs. The Wild, minus 165, home favorites. And a total of 6.5 here in this game. We'll start with goalies before I go into a rant here in this game. Tristan Jarry confirmed for Pittsburgh 4-1 with a 2.62 goals against average, 917 save percentage. Philip Gustafsson 2-5-1 with a 3.41 goals against average and an 890 save percentage. The Wild continue to give up between 4 to 6 goals during this losing streak. What can I say here about this game? The Wild they did give a much better effort against Winnipeg in their last game. But the Winnipeg Jets own the Wild. They continue to own the Wild. They continue that win streak. Now, after that loss, the Wild are going to face Pittsburgh. And you might think, okay, this could be a good spot for the Wild to finally end this losing streak and get back on track after playing better in their last game but not getting the results. However, this Pittsburgh Penguins team has been an extremely surprising, hot team that's just played really well this year. They've been a big surprise, happy surprise, while the Wild have been a big negative surprise. The Penguins 7-2-2 in the season, 4-1-1 on the road. And Pittsburgh has owned Minnesota. 10-2-1 in the last 13 meetings between the teams. We see a lot of high-scoring games. 7 of the last 10 have gone over 6.5. We see Pittsburgh finish out on top. Give me Penguins money line, which I got for plus 145. The Wild are way too big of favorites here in this game for how they played. Way too big of favorites. I think Penguins team total over 3.5. I'm not sure what the odds are for that. Bear with me for a second. Bear with me for a second as I check here. Pittsburgh, team total over 2.5, minus 135 at MGM. So the 3.5 you can probably get for a decent price as well. I would look at Penguins team total over 3.5. The Wild can't stop the puck right now. They're not playing well defensively. This Pittsburgh Penguins team is playing very well offensively. And Sidney Crosby, anytime goal, plus 195. Crosby enters this game on a hot goal-scoring streak. He has scored in 6 of his last 7 games, and he's had a lot of success against the Wild. 40 points total in 26 games against the Wild. He's scored in 4 of his last 6 against Minnesota, and he has 9 goals in the last 10 meetings between these teams. Crosby's been one of the big reasons why the Penguins have dominated the Wild. So give me Penguins money line and give me Sidney Crosby. Anytime goal, plus 195 in this game. Looking at other players here, obviously Crosby and Rust would be a good point parlay to parlay together. The second line for the Penguins, Anthony Mantha, he's plus 118 for a point. 3 games in a row, 4 of his last 5. Justin Brazeau, former Wild, briefly, but a former Wild player. He is a point 4 or 5, plus 164 for a point for him, playing with Evgeny Malkin, who didn't get a point in the last game, but leads the team in assists. So I would look at either of those top 2 lines when it comes to player props for Pittsburgh. The Wild, Marco Rossi, a 0.45, minus 125 for a point, 3 games in a row for him. But the hottest Wild player right now is Marcus Johansson, 0.45 games, plus 122 on the top line with Rossi and Kaprizov. I'm just not putting my money on Marcus Johansson, but that's me. Johansson has scored in 3 games in a row. He's plus 400 to score in this game. There you go. Rossi assist plus 140, 3 games in a row, 4 of his last 5. Rust has an assist in back-to-back games, plus 110. Brock Faber, back-to-back games, plus 229. Faber starting to heat up a bit here for the Wild. Nobody's going to be calling me a homer anymore, are they? I think I've officially shedded that name. Draw/Wild. Okay. Over 6.5. I think that's a good look as well. Like I said, high-scoring games in these teams. I think the over is a good look. Over 6.5. Wild team total over in the draw. All right. Crosby anytime goal, plus 160. The GOAT. Yep. Meh about the Jets beating the Wild. Hey, it happened. Malkin anytime goal and assist. Okay, so you're going both ways. Wow, breaking news from Timothy. The Avalanche have signed Marty Natchez to an 8-year extension. Wow. I'm interested to see how much money that's for. That's interesting. Malkin assist, he has 6 last 5 games. Yeah, he's been great. Carlson assist, 6 last. Yeah. The Penguins, they're getting offense throughout. Boldy assist, Kaprizov anytime goal, over 1.5 points. Marcus Johansson point, Hartman point. All right. Malkin, Carlson assist parlay, plus 340. Very nice. Good to know, Rich. Yes, good to know. I don't think the Pens defense is going to stop the Wild. I don't think the Wild's defense is going to stop the Pens. Mantha up to the top power play, plus 650. Credit to Jonathan Davis for seeing this price and spot. Very nice. He's been hot. So now he's on the second line and the top power play. Very nice. Power play point versus league's worst PK. Oh, God, are the Wild's penalty kill the worst again? I did not even notice, but it doesn't surprise me. Rich beat you to it. There you go. Faber back on the map. Anytime goal. Okay. The Wild still don't have Zuccarello, Sturm, Bogosian back yet. Yes, but those are depth players. Bogosian is a bottom pair defenseman. Sturm, while he's good with faceoffs, he's a fourth-line player, and Zuccarello is way past his prime. Mr. Edelman, I took some big dogs today, Hawks and Isles. Good luck, Mr. Earl. I'm not against you. But final game I'm going to break down, then I'll go to the remaining games in the slate. The New Jersey Devils, minus 240. The San Jose Sharks, plus 195, and a total of 6.5 here in this one. Let's see here. No confirmed goalies. Jake Allen unconfirmed for New Jersey. Nedeljkovic unconfirmed for San Jose. Allen has been great. 5-0-0, 1.93 goals against average, 923 save percentage. Nedeljkovic, 3.98 goals against average, 874 save percentage. Both Sharks goalies have struggled this year. These two teams just faced each other. A 3-1 win by the Devils in New Jersey. Now they're facing each other again. 3 of the last 6 have gone over 6.5. 3 of the last 6 have gone under 5.5. There's not really any value in my opinion, when it comes to the total. But the Devils had their win streak snapped against Colorado. Now they're coming in here to San Jose. I think Devils puck line is a good play. I think the Devils take care of business here in this one. Props for the Devils, there's not really a whole lot of players on streaks here. A point prop, there's no value there. Jack Hughes over 1.5 points is plus 135. Hughes has also scored in back-to-back games, but plus 125. Assist props, Celebrini, 4 games in a row, plus 115. Meyer, back-to-back games, plus 152. Eklund, I think I read something about him. I would stay away from Eklund, not sure on his status here in this game. And then that's basically about it for this one. I'm going with Celebrini assist. plus 110. 4 of his last 5 games with an assist, including the game against New Jersey. San Jose only scored 1 goal, but Celebrini assisted on it. He's the heart and soul of their offense, the face of the franchise. Slow start, but he's heating up now. I'll take him over half an assist, a plus 110 here in this game, but I do think the Devils take care of business here. Sorry, not Hal. Don't be sorry. Don't be. Makes the bet even better if Rich. Yeah, there you go. Great agreement. Orlov assist plus 215. Okay, interesting one. Interesting. But other games in the slate that I did not break down. Bear with me for a second. Dallas, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay 4-2 in the last 6 meetings, trending towards the under. 1 over, 3 unders, 1 game finished with 6 goals. Both teams on a 3-game win streak. So one of these teams is going to be on a 4-game win streak. One of these teams is going to have their win streak snapped here in this one. Not a lot of player streaks here in this game. Let's see here. Rantanen 4-game point streak, but minus 230, no value there. Goal streak, Hagel and Kucherov back-to-back games with a goal. And then assist props, Hagel 3 games in a row with an assist. So Brandon Hagel right now is the hottest player on either team in this matchup. Nashville and Philadelphia. Philly 3-1-2 in the last 6 meetings. A lot of unders. No overs, 5 unders, 1 push for a total 6. 3 of the last 5 went to overtime. I like the Flyers. I just don't like the price in the Flyers at now it's minus 145. Okay, so it's starting to move a bit. Minus 150, minus 145. No value. Vladar is starting for the Flyers. He has been very, very good this year for Philadelphia. So I would look at Philadelphia in some fashion. I don't want to take them in regulation, though. Minus 145 is out of my price range. So ultimately, no play for me in that one. If you're looking at hot Philadelphia players, you want to look at that second line. Noah Cates, Bobby Brink, and Tyson Forster. Zegras also on a point streak. Philip Forsberg for the Nashville Predators. Vancouver at St. Louis. St. Louis 10-2-1 in the last 13 meetings. They've dominated the Canucks. 5 consecutive over 6.5s. 3 of the last 5 have gone to overtime, and 5 of the last 9 have gone to overtime. So we've seen a lot of overtimes between these teams. The Blues finishing on top and a lot of high-scoring games. I want to take the over, but injuries galore here on both sides to the offense for both teams. Lankinen likely for the Canucks, 1-3, 3.73 goals against average, 872 save percentage. Binnington, 3.27 goals against average, 863 save percentage. I want to take the over, but I just don't know who's going to score. Who's going to really score here? Jordan Kyrou is on a point streak here for St. Louis, but that's basically about it here. And Vancouver, not having Quinn Hughes and not having Connor Garland really hurts. And I'm no interest in taking the Blues with how they've been playing recently. Rangers and Edmonton. Edmonton 4-0 in the last 4 meetings. 4 of the last 7 have gone over 6.5. I would look at the Oilers in some fashion, but no interest there. The Rangers kind of a mess, but no plays for me in that one. And Detroit, LA. Detroit 3-1 in the last 4 meetings. 6 of the last 7 have gone over 6.5. We've seen a lot of high-scoring games between Detroit and LA. Detroit 2-2 on the road. They've been really good at home. The Kings, who were really great at home last year, 0-2-1 at home, but they've been doing great on the road. Both teams coming into this game playing pretty well. I think the draw is a good look with Detroit and the Kings. But that's today's show. Thank you everyone for watching. Hit the like and subscribe buttons on the show. Premium plays at Picks and Parlays. Right now, the best special is a 3-day access, all access pass for $49 or a 7-day all access pass for $69. So those are the best deals on the site right now. TNT, Tage Thompson, anytime goal, plus 140. It's his birthday, so that's why Tim likes it. Timo Meier, anytime goal, plus 180. Bolts puck line. Okay. My Devils really need to bounce back tonight. The Avs absolutely wrecked us. Yeah, but you guys are in a really good spot after such a hot start to the season. So, but yeah, I do think you guys bounce back. Flyers puck line. I think that could be a good look. If you like a Meyer goal, he is the first goal in 3 of the last 4 times they were away favorites. Okay, very nice stats. Cash the Zegras assist plus 200, back at again at plus 50, plus 150. Good luck. Good luck. I think he's on the third line with Mishkov, so a good partner to play with. Not the best line to be on, but more NHL talk. Yes, go check out Tim's show on ESB in a few minutes. At Tim Earl, draw/blues, and goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. 3 games tomorrow. I do intend on doing a show. It'll probably be a bit of a short one, but thank you guys for watching. Best of luck on the NHL slate tonight, and we'll see you guys on the next show.